exciting to be here after a year off. On my way here, I was thinking about a song that Granddaddy used to play. I guess I should explain. Granddaddy, to me, is Bascom Lamar Lunsford. He's founded this festival in 1928. It's the oldest running folk festival of its type in America, and it's been a particular pleasure of mine to attend it at least 60 times, so this is another distinct pleasure on my part. But in thinking about coming up here, I was thinking about a song that Granddaddy used to play for my sisters and I when we were young, and the title of it's Down the Road. Some of the songs, some of the lyrics are down the road and around the turn, rocking the road as big as a churn. When I was a kid, that just amazed me. A churn was about the same size I was, and I was thinking, what an obstacle, a rock in the road as big as a churn. And that would just be quite an obstacle if you were in the horse and buggy days. And so I got to thinking about it, and I was thinking, well, you know, we all face obstacles in our life. Granddaddy faced a lot of obstacles in trying to make this festival continuous. There's so many things popping up every year that encourage him to quit or not do it. The Great Depression was one that he didn't sneeze at, and the World War II and some other great obstacles. But in the past few years, we, all of us, the people that do this festival, the people in the audience that actually make the festival, we've had our own little obstacles, and we're doing our best to overcome them. I want to thank the entire Folk Heritage Committee for continuing this festival and to make it happen. I want to thank them for myself and for my entire Lunsford family. I can't wait any longer. I'm too excited. We're going to get started. Let's do it. Your first two MCs for tonight are two good friends of mine, longtime MCs. I want to thank them for coming and introduce John Roden and Carol Rifkin.
And a good evening to y'all.
Happy to be here.
Want to say a very special thank you. A special thank you to the staff, the administration of University of North Carolina at Asheville. Their help in being able to bring us this festival. They really have gone above and beyond what might be expected in providing assistance to the Folk Heritage Committee and presenting this 94th annual Mountain Dance and Folk Festival.
Yay!
Yeah.
So.
Also, as a result of increasing COVID activity, some changes to the program have been necessary, and we're referring to this as our fluid year, and asked your understanding during these unusual times. Okay, you want to point out the...
There are signs for the restrooms in the lobby.
There are exit signs at the back and to each side here.
Yeah.
At
Water,
intermission,
coffee.
and we are going to have intermission every evening, and that'll give you a chance to meet some of the folks that'll be out in the lobby, and also there'll be coffee and water available for you there, and some CDs and videos and other merchandise from some of our performers will be on hand as well. And please support these folks. I mean, they're donating their time to be here with us, so the least we can do is buy a CD or a video, you know, so, okay.
And there are emergency exits to the left and right that we won't use unless there's an emergency.
All right, no emergencies, no emergencies. Boys, where you at? We got to get the Stony Creek boys out here. George Banks on the banjo, Rhiannon Ramsey on fiddle, Lawrence Dillingham on guitar and vocals, and the original Stony Creek boy, Mr. Boyd Black. Started this band 50 years ago this summer, been performing as the host band for Shindig on the Green and the house band for the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival for more than 45 years. Now, Boyd, he's been there the whole time, but there's a lot of members that have gone, come away, and come back and played with this group through the years, and the best dance team around. You're going to find that out, too, in just a few minutes. But please welcome our house band for this 94th Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, Stony Creek Boys. Stony Creek boys, outstanding as always. Always. Love those guys. You know it's going to be a show when the Stony Creek boys are on here. Next up for you, we got our Coal Mountain Smooth dancers coming up for you. And you just saw Jeff Atkins dancing over there, buck dancing a few moments ago. But Jeff and his wife, Angela, they've been directing this youth team for a number of years. Jeff, he was a member of the famous Bailey Mountain Cloggers from Mars Hill University, and you can see it when he gets around these kids. He just loves working with them, passing on the tradition of dance to these kids that some are 5 to 18 years old. And, you know, they come from 5 different counties around western North Carolina. They've danced every festival in this area, and they've also danced at Disney World, the North Carolina Mountain State Fair, and are 12-time champions at the North Carolina State Fair in Raleigh. And you may notice tonight some very special alumni dancing with the Coal Mountain Smooth dancers, okay? Just forewarning. Ladies and gentlemen, make them welcome. Coal Mountain Cloggers.
have a big hand for them. Did you know that this is the first time that they have danced together since the beginning of COVID? So this is really special. And Lord willing, and the creek don't rise and all that, they're going to do a full season of dance and get everything back up and going. It's wonderful to see a youth team. It was begun by Jeff Atkins and his wife, and they've just, Angela, and they've just done a tremendous job over the years with the kids. And now we have Maggie Lauder and Zach Allen. They've been regulars at the Folk Festival for a lot of years. Yeah. 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 50 years since he first played the festival. Of course, they're well-known figures in our world. Zach's a former member of our Folk Heritage Committee, served as director of the festival for 4 years and also director of Shindig on the Green. And he's going to do some vocals in clawhammer style while we set up. And Maggie plays dulcimer and sings old Appalachian ballads she learned as a child in that sweet, beautiful voice of hers. I just gave you the opportunity to say that. And I'd like to thank our sound people and volunteers. Bob Gregory is a Folk Heritage Committee member, and his son is his assistant. And, of course, we've got Stuart, who's our mainstay out there on the board, Stuart Reinhardt. And I'd like for you to welcome Maggie Lauder and Zach Allen.
Are you ready, Miss Maggie?
We're glad to be here tonight, and thank you for coming and continuing to love the old music. So important to all of us. We're going to start a song that we've got some singing buddies, and sometimes we get together and we sing songs, and one of the songs is this one, Glory Land. And if you recognize it and you want to sing along, you are welcome to do so.
Ready?
Go ahead. In the shade of that tree of life that it may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Glory Land. Oh Lord, I've been searching for a land to call home, but I can't seem to find it, so I must travel on. Don't want no fine mansions on her sinking sand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Glory Land. Oh, build me just a cabin in the corner of Glory Land, in the shade of that tree of life that it may ever stand, where I can hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Glory Land. I'm many, dear loved one, who've gone on this way. On this great fine morning shall I hear them all say, come join in our singing and play with their band. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Glory Land. Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of Glory Land, in the shade of that tree of life that it may ever stand. I can hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Glory Land. It's been a long time since somebody whistled at us. Thank you for that. Okay, so we get short period of time, so we're doing 3 songs. Second song I'm going to do, is a song that I wrote some years back. And I was sitting eating at a restaurant, and I just said, I have to go. And so I got in the old VW bus, and I got at the top of the highest hill I could find in the town. It was a graveyard. And so I got up there, and I just felt this song coming on. Have you ever had that happen? So anyhow, I didn't have anything to write on, so I had one of my daughter's crayons and a Sherwin-Williams color chart. You know, they're about this big. So anyhow, I got out, and everybody went away, and they left me, and I sat down on a tombstone, and this is the story, a song that came. I sit here and ponder on my old marble stone. My old friends have left me and spread wings and flown. They bid me to follow to their home up somewhere, but I still wear the ribbon of life in my hair. I loved life so well. It held me in splendor and cast me in spell. Blue mountains, red birds, and the green of the fields. All of these treasures I yet cannot yield. I was a young woman with babes in my arms. My face was quite simple with few lady charms. But I had me a strong house, 'twas built by a man who loved me by night and by day till the land. Then a winter came creeping so snowy and deep. It sang lullabies and it lulled me to sleep. It crept from me quietly and left me to rest. And they lay the spring bowers across my young breast. Time and the days, they are fading away. The women bring flowers, the children come play. They dance all about me, and yet they don't know that I'm sitting here still on my old marble stone. I sit here and ponder on my old marble stone. My old friends have left me and spread wings and flown. They bid me to follow to their home up somewhere. But I still wear the ribbon of life in my hair. I still wear the ribbon of life in my hair. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just love ghost stories, but I'm not going to sing you one. I'm going to sing you a railroad song. My granddad kind of taught me, led me into a lifetime love affair, I guess, with railroad songs. If it was dark and cloudy in the morning, I could hear him singing, "Dark, cloudy morning, looked like rain. Round the curve came the passenger train." So I collected a lot of them. I'm not going to sing all of them here, but I'm going to sing you one of the most basic and the kind of fun and old-time one called Reuben's Train. green, and he ran it on the track, and he ran it to the Lord knows where. Oh me, oh my, you can hear that whistle blow 100 miles. Old Reuben went in the loft and he pulled his breeches off and he danced in his long underwear. Oh me, oh my, you can hear that whistle blow 100 miles. Thank you.
Maggie Lauder and Zach Allen. Thank you. Got to recognize Zach for many years. He was a longtime member of the Folk Heritage Committee, served as its director for 4 years, and was also the director of Shindig on the Green, too, as well. There's been a little bit of change in your schedule. You may be expecting the Blue Ridge Heritage Cloggers, and they are going to be here, but they're going to swap places with another dance team, the Darlings. And before we get to the Darlings' performance, something special that really needs a dancer's touch rather than a radio guy. So let me introduce my MC. Hello there, Carol. Carol Ripken.
Over the past 2 years, our dance community has suffered many losses. Tammy Gaddis, who danced with the Dixie Darlings for so many years, entertaining audience at festivals and competitions throughout the region, left us. Ann Weir Sizemore, who for 40-plus years provided teams to our stage who exhibited the beauty and grace of Southern Appalachian smooth dance. Oh, she was so sweet. Dudley Culp, an inductee in 2018 into the American Clogging Hall of Fame. He founded the Greengrass Cloggers 50 years ago. That was close to that. Let's see. Glenn and Evelyn Bannerman, who began the Bannerman Family Dance Camp 50 years ago and led the Bannerman Family and Friends dance team on the festival and Shindig on the Green for 40 years. A huge loss to all of us. Shirley Finger, who began the Dixie Darling dance team in 1974 and was the leader of that team for 44 years. Shirley was inducted into the American Clogging Hall of Fame in 1997. Many of these icons of our dance traditions have received every award the Folk Heritage Committee can give, but we think all would rate their most important legacy is the continuation of the dance community in that it's providing entertainment and sharing the joy of this Southern Appalachian culture with audiences everywhere. The Darlings are here tonight to celebrate this legacy of entertainment. Do we have Darlings? Surely we'd want you to put your hands together really loud and say, let's bring on the Darlings.
about them? The Darlings. And that one fella there that kind of got carried away, he does that a lot. They call him Crazy Legs. Paul, they call him Crazy Legs. I don't know. The rest of him's pretty crazy, too. But anyway, the Darlings. Boy, I just love their clogging. Surely they did good. Let's see. Where are we going now? Oh, I got a dance team coming up for you. Nope, I got Don Petty coming up for you. Don's from the Grapevine community in Madison County, just north of Asheville. But, you know, that area is so rich with the music and dance traditions and here in the Appalachian Mountains. But back in 1964, Don was in his hometown of Boston, that one, Massachusetts. But in a Boston coffee house, he met his very first dulcimer. And it's been a great love affair. It has been. And he moved to the North Carolina mountains in 1974, started playing at Fiddler's Grove, where he was certified as a master dulcimer player, retired from competition there. He's been in 2 different movies, The Journey of August King and Songcatcher. And in his spare time, he teaches dulcimer and Tai Chi. I tell you what, he's a very talented artist as well. I love his artwork, I really do, but his music as well, and that's what we're going to get to enjoy tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, again, from the Grapevine community of Madison County, welcome to the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival, Mr. Don Petty.
Well, howdy. It's always interesting, especially during this pandemic. We just stay up on that mountain, and you come out, it's either feast or famine. It's either no people or a lot of people. Anyway, so having thought about that, this pandemic stuff, and lost a lot of good friends this year, and some of it to that and some of it to other things. Some of it just to the fact that I'm in that age group where a lot of my friends are too. So I thought I'd play a little simple mountain hymn to start off with, and then usually I'd play a fiddle tune and then play a little hymn or something. But after that dance team, I ain't playing a fiddle tune. So this one, if you like, you can sing on it. It's pretty simple. I wanna see my mother sometime. I wanna see my mother sometime. Where the flowers bloom forever and the sun will never go down. Where the sun will never go down, go down. Where the sun will never go down. Where the flowers bloom forever and the sun will never go down. And I want to see my father sometime. I want to see my father sometime. Where the flowers bloom forever and the sun will never go down. Where the sun will never go down, go down. Where the sun will never go down. Where the flowers bloom forever and the sun will never go down. And I want to see my family sometime. I want to see my family sometime. Where the flowers bloom forever and the sun will never go down. Where the sun will never go down, go down. Where the sun will never go down. Where the flowers bloom forever, and the sun will never go down. And I want to see my Savior sometime, sometime. I want to see my Savior sometime. Where the flowers bloom forever, and the sun will never go down. Where the sun will never go down, go down. Where the sun will never go down. Where the flowers bloom forever, and the sun will never go down. Well, thank you. I thought I'd mention just a little bit about this little dulcimer I'm playing. This one come from up in Hindman, Kentucky, from Troublesome Creek Instruments. It's a replica of an instrument that was built by Uncle Ed Thomas, who actually built from 1871 until 1931. And he's the one credited with the hourglass shape on a dulcimer. Before that, they were more boxy. And I mention about this because if you're interested in this, the people that make this instrument, the Troublesome Creek Instruments, they got a grant. And I just love this program. What they've done is they've taken recovering addicts that have been through some kind of a facility, a program, and offer them jobs and teach them to make instruments. And this is one of those instruments, and they've had a high success rate of getting people back on the right path. So I like to play them instruments. And one other thing I'll mention, coming up this fall, I don't have TV. We have the Netflix and stuff, but yeah, where we live, they got a grant. So the good news is I can teach online and do concerts because we got that fiber optics on the internet, but our cell phones don't work. So go figure. But anyway, what I would mention is on PBS coming up this fall sometime, there's a show called Craft in America. And they're going to feature Troublesome Creek Instruments. And actually, I'll be on that show playing some too. And anyway, you might check it out. So yeah, that was a good one. And speaking of people that we've lost this year, one of the, I've lost a lot of good friends, but one was John Pickow, who was Gene Ritchie's youngest son. And the thing about that is special to me, is he was there, we spent the day together, and we had done a filming the night before on his porch, and then I was doing an interview and a filming, and we were together. I just said, John, come play with us. And so he came, and he died a month later. So anyway, it's a final hurrah for us. Anyway, enough of that talk. I'm going to just play an old fiddle tune. This one's called Leather Breeches.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Oh, need to find the Blue Ridge Heritage. I've been swapping a little things around. We're getting back up after. Hey, John, where's our page? Okay, oh, here it is. The Blue Ridge Heritage Cloggers. Dr. Rob Anderson and his wife Tracy are directors of this dance team and have been participants in many, and supporters of many dance groups. This team's energy and obvious joy in this dance shows in every performance, making them a very popular group for exhibitions at festivals and fairs. And there's a few familiar faces in there. So please give a big Mountain Dance and Folk Festival welcome. Are we ready, fellas? I guess we need the band. Please welcome the Blue Ridge Heritage Cloggers.
Ridge Heritage Cloggers. And how about another hand for our musicians back here, our house band, Stony Creek Boys. Always doing just an outstanding job. Folks, living in this area in the southern Appalachian region, especially around the Asheville area here, we're so blessed with the amount of musicians and talent that we have to enjoy, whether it's on a Saturday night at Shindig or at one of the breweries or the various other festivals that go on around the area. There's just a lot of great music and dance to be enjoyed. And we got a lot of great pickers. I mean, you go all the way back to Bill Monroe, and he got his earliest bands from pickers right here in western North Carolina. Number one in my mind comes to mind is Ralph Lewis, Sons of Ralph and them boys. But in the years that he played with Bill Monroe. But we've always had really talented musicians here. And I knew these fellows individually, and then several years ago they came together. And individually, they're some of the most talented people I've ever seen. And usually you get people like that together and they can't get along, they don't sound good or anything. But these boys are totally different, totally different. They are so good. Two-time national fiddle champion James Schlender is a part of this. Mark Shemmick's on the mandolin, Sam Wharton on guitar, Gabe Epstein on banjo, and IBMA and Grammy Award winner Charles R. Humphrey III on the bass. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome to the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival, the Songs from the Road Band. I pushed him a little bit, Charlie.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all ready? Check. Are we sure? I'm glad to be here, y'all. Go wait here for a second to get the mics plugged up.
How about a round of applause for these volunteers and the crew?
Yeah. Well, that was Charles over there, Charles Humphrey on the bass, and well, he wrote this one right here that we're getting ready to do. Get right into it. You ready? Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3.
She was at the front row table, peeling the label for Lone Star beer. Blue eyes staring at me crystal clear. Every time we played a love song, she would sing along and hang on every word. I could not wait to spend some time with her. But when the show was over, I looked down at the crowd and she was gone. She's lost in Austin, lost in Austin, lost in Austin. I don't even know her name. She must walk between the raindrops, 'cause I ain't stopped looking for her and I never will. I swear that woman made my heart stand still. We only shared a moment, but I just know it was real. She's lost in Austin, lost in Austin, lost in Austin. I don't even know her name. I don't even know her name. Austin, lost in Austin, lost in Austin. I don't even know her name. I don't even know her name. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here at the 91st annual Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. Thank y'all so much, and thanks for supporting this really fantastic thing we got going here.
All right. Well, here's a brand new one right here, also written by Charles and our good buddy Nick Dauphiné. And, we really like this one. It's a lot of fun. It's a brand new one called Amarillo Blue. 1, 2, 3. Well, poor little car was sitting in the drive. On the door I found no, simply said goodbye. Took our things, left that diamond ring laying on the table in in. I don't think I'll see her again. Well, I was gone too long, and her heart moved on, just like I should have paid attention to. All those lonely nights I left her behind. That road don't care what puts someone through. I gone home and make a dream come true, but she left me leaving Amarillo Blue. Well, still make it greater if I put it to the floor. It was my last reason for hanging out here anymore. Don't tell 'em what I find if I keep chasing that white line. Might be something better waiting now. Only man in that port town. Well, I was gone too long, and her heart moved on. Looks like I should have paid attention to all those lonely nights I left her behind. That road don't care what puts a boy through. I go on and make the dream come true, but she left me leaving Amarillo. Just made a little thing, but I'll live to love again. I was gone too long, and her heart moved on. Looks like I should have paid attention to all those lonely nights I left her behind. That road don't care what puts someone through. I go on and make a dream come true, but she left me leaving Amarillo Blue. I go on and make a dream come true, but she left me leaving Amarillo Blue.
It's not quite time for intermission yet, so we've got a special surprise coming up here for you. Jim Lauderdale is going to be out here in just a second. He's a country music star, a great supporter of the arts in this region, and grew up coming to the mountains in the summers, and we can't thank him enough for all he does for the arts. Jim Lauderdale, let's welcome him.
Hello, music lovers.
Hello, music lovers.
Hey, let's hear it for Songs from the Road Band. It's great to be up here with them and great to be here tonight. And we're going to kick things off with a song I wrote with a great writer named Sean Camp. when I was getting ready to record my second record with Dr. Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys. Do we have any bird lovers out there? All right, well, this one's called Red Bird. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Won't you twist your head around and talk some more to me? Rabbit hopping on along. Rabbit hopping on along. Don't you kick dust on that little puppy dog. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Won't you twist your head around and talk some more to me? Possum swinging from a tree. Possum swinging from a tree. Don't you shake that possum down and fall on top of me. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Won't you twist your head around and talk some more to me? Red bird stepping on a leaf. Red bird stepping on a leaf. Won't you twist your head around and talk some more to me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, folks, when I was a young teenager, I worked in Flat Rock, North Carolina, just down the road, at a place called Bon Clarkin. My dad was a preacher, and it was a church assembly ground, and I was just really bitten hard by the banjo bug, and I really wanted to play the banjo. And so I asked around, and they said, yeah, there's a place over in Arden called the Mountain Folkways Center. And so I went over there, and there was a real nice fella, gave me a few lessons by the name of Mark Pruitt. Yeah. And and I have been wanting to come here for many, many years. So this really, really means a lot to me to be here tonight. And so thank you for having me. And I guess being in Western North Carolina when I was younger too inspired me to write this one for Dr. Ralph Stanley. This one's called When the Apples Are Just Turning Ripe.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Back at the start of beginnings, love letters start to inscribe changes and then better endings. And the apples are just turning ripe. Breezes are blowing a feather June bugs along for the ride. Showers and then warm weather, and the apples are just turning ripe. There's still some dogwoods a-blooming, all the honeysuckles aside. There's just a feeling you give me when the apples are just turning ripe. There's still some dew on the branches. Daybreak is just getting bright. Showers and then better chances, and the apples are just turning ripe. There's still some dogwoods a-blooming, all the honeysuckles aside. There's just a feeling you give me when the apples are just turning ripe. There's still some dogwoods a-blooming, all the honeysuckles aside. There's just a feeling you give me when the apples are just turning ripe. There's just a feeling you give me when the apples are just turning ripe. Thank you. Let's do Like Him. Yeah. Like Him. All right, we're going to do a tune. Ralph Stanley always really inspired me with his a cappella gospel singing, and so I wrote this one for us to do together. As I wake up this morning, may I bring to you glory for wrongs not yet defeated, to do the things that are needed, like Him, to be more like Him, like Him, like Him. Oh, Lord, to be more like Him. As I go about my work, let me help someone's hurt, to see through this world's blindness and treat all others with kindness, like Him, like Him, to be more like Him, like Him, like Him. Ooh, Lord, to be more like Him. As I lay down this evening. Let me understand your meaning, to know when I hear it, the sound of the Holy Spirit, like Him, to be more like Him, like Him, like Him. Ooh, Lord, to be more like Him. Thank you. I've had my share of darkness and I'm headed for the light. A melody inside me says it's gonna be alright. I'm laying down my burden and I'm breaking off the chains. Come along and join me if you feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice and say I feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice of praise, I feel like singing today. I want to tell a message and I want to tell it now. I'm busting out with good news and I've got to let it out. The chorus does remind me of some friends along the way. Come along and join me if you feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice to say I feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice of praise, I feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice to say I feel like singing today. I feel like singing today, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice of praise, I feel like singing today. Lifting up my voice of praise, I feel like singing today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I tell you, seeing John out here, I'm used to him usually introducing me at Merle Fest on the hillside stage. So this is a good change to see out here.
I'll see you Saturday afternoon, right before the Waybacks album out.
Yes, that's going to be. Is anybody going to Merle Fest out there? All right. And Carol Rifkin doesn't realize this, but I listened when I'm in town. I've got a place in Flat Rock, and I try to make it up when I can. And I stay late on Sundays so that when I'm driving down the road, I can hear Carol. And I just love her show so much. And often in Nashville, I'll fire up that old laptop and turn her on too when I'm back home. So I get a lot of inspiration out of listening to what she plays, and it gives me a lot of ideas for writing for a future record I'm going to be working on. Let's try one here, and I want you guys to cue me. I don't want to run over, okay? Do we have time for one or two more? Okay. Because there's a lot of great music and dancing coming up. But here's a tune. I did a record in Asheville at Echo Mountain Studios. It came out a year ago last May, and I wanted to use all North Carolina bands and pickers and writers and singers. And the record's called When Carolina Comes Home Again. And these guys are on there, by the way, and a lot of great folks. But oddly enough, I live in Nashville now, and strangely enough, I wrote this song with a guy named John Oates, who's in a very successful rock band, but he got his start playing folk music, and so we wrote this folk song, and I turned it into a bluegrass song. Summer is over, frost in the field, something unbroken, something so real. Well, I wanna live in the love we had then, when Carolina comes home again. Time always teaches, the seasons renew, mountains and beaches, I walk with you. Our love is a story without any end. When Carolina comes home again, when Carolina comes home again. I can still feel you laying so close. I look for a lifeline after you go. That's what I'll hold on to as hard as I can. Oh, Carolina, come home again. Till Carolina comes home again. It's all in the letters, the love that we made, the hearts that we wrote with will never fade. Our love is a story without any end. When Carolina comes home again, when Carolina comes home again, when Carolina comes home again. Thank you. Thanks so much. Hey, let's go up to the key of B. And here's a, you know, when I was a teenager, here's a prison song I learned by the great Jimmy Skinner called Doing My Time. And thank y'all so much again. This is just, man, what good medicine to be here tonight. I'm really going to enjoy being here this evening and hearing and watching. And all right, here we go.
All right.
on this old rock pile. With my ball and chain, they call me by a number, not a name. Lord, Lord, I gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With an aching heart and a worried well, that old judge looked down and smiled. He said, I'll put you on a good road for my Lord, Lord. I gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With an aching heart and a worried mind. You can hear my hammer. You can hear my song. I'm gonna swing it like John Henry all day long. Lord, Lord, I gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With an aching heart and a worried mind. Folks, let's hear it again for Songs from the Road Band. It's an honor to be up here with y'all. And we're starting to play together more and more, and I'm really looking forward. Judy, thank you so much for having us. Let's give her a big hand. Thank you. Well, it won't be long. Just a few more days. I think I'll settle down and quit my rowdy ways. Lord, Lord, with that gal of mine. When I done my time, she'll be waiting for me. When I've done my time. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Jim Lauderdale. Songs from the Road Band. John wrote with 99.9 Kiss Country, and such a pleasure and an honor to have the opportunity to stand up here and introduce these just outstanding artists, these musicians, these dancers. Just love being a part of the community. You know, can't pick, can't play, can't sing, but I love hanging out with them, listening to them. And boy, when you get together with the Mountain Dancing Folk Festival, it's cream of the crop time. Speaking of that, these three sitting here on stage in the shadows, Jerry Sutton with guitar. He's a guitar teacher. He's performed at every festival in this area. Great demand for instructor positions at music camps. Been teaching at Warren Wilson College, Mars Hill, and other places in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Colorado. He's been a member of the Folk Heritage Committee for about 25 years, chaired every subcommittee they have, and held every office during that time. And Jerry, thank you. Committee grateful for your service, and we'll expect more out of you tomorrow and the next night, okay? Donna Cavanaugh will be joining him on fiddle. Donna contributed to the Asheville music scene for 25 plus years, a talented musician, a wonderful vocalist, good friend. She's played with other local bands, Too Hot to Cook, Carolina Old Timers, and Carolina Chickpeas. Donna, also a former member of the Folk Heritage Committee. Bob Gregory on banjo, originally from California, where he's a founder of several bluegrass bands and a member of the group Country Coalition. They went on a USO tour of Europe in 1968. But what I'm most excited about with Bob, you've seen him go across stage many, many times tonight. He's one of our tech volunteers, so thank you for that, Bob. And thank you for being a current member of our Folk Heritage Committee. Takes a moment, but these three are that good and they're that important to the music of Western North Carolina and to old-time music, period. Ladies and gentlemen, make them welcome to the Mountain Dancing Folk Festival. This is the Peg Twisters.
Thank you, John. Well, we're awful glad to be here tonight. We're going to play some old-time music for you. The first one we're going to play is an old dance tune. It's called the Flying Cloud Cotillion. So much. So the next thing we're going to do is just sing a little song for you. It's kind of an old chestnut that probably most people know. It's called Walking in My Sleep. couldn't drown. When you get those dishes done, we're Alabama bound. I'm walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. If you see that man of mine, tell him if you please. When he makes my biscuits, he better roll up his dirty sleeves. I'm walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Yonder goes my baby, now how do you reckon I know? I know him by his pretty face, the one that I love so. Walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. My toes, pain in my ankle bones, I ain't gonna work no more. I'm walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. I'm walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Thank you. Right there's a true story, huh? We're going to play another little tune for you. It's a funny little tune. It's kind of raggy sounding, and it's got a funny little name to it. It's called The Hog Trough Reel. But we like it, and we hope you do. Okay, here we go. Hog Trough Reel. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Peg Twisters. Well, you've already seen the Coal Mountain Cloggers once, but if you're a fan of mountain dance, you might not know that there's more than one type of mountain dance. The original dance form here was a sachet, kind of smooth around like they did before. We call it smooth dance, and there used to be a lot of smooth dance teams. But they are going to show you what clogging is next. Let's see. Do we have... I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight with us. Isn't it wonderful to be out and see clogging? Really. Y'all ready? Please welcome the Coal Mountain Cloggers.
Oh, so much talent. Rhiannon and the Relics. And once again, a big hand for our Stony Creek boys. Carol's going to tell you more about this. It's not in your program. If you pick up a copy of the Mountain Express, you'll find it. But the 94th Annual Mountain Dance and Folk Festival, first annual Youth Talent Celebration is going to be coming up. That's going to be on August 7th, 4 p.m. All right? That's going to be Saturday afternoon at 4 right here at Lipinski Hall Auditorium. But it's going to include the Academy for the Arts at the First Baptist Church of Asheville under the direction of Karen Sarles, and a bunch of instructors like Josh Goforth and Brian McDowell and several others. Jerry Sutton's in there, and wonderful, wonderful students. Some of you may have had the opportunity a few weeks ago to see them perform at Shindig on the Green. Well, Carol is the director of the FBVMA Henderson County Junior Appalachian Musician Program. And she and Jennifer Stanton are instructors. They've got several students, and they're going to be on hand here. That's 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon for the first annual Youth Talent Celebration. I want you to come check that one out, okay? We're just blessed with so many young people. I remember back in the 1990s being down at Shindig on the Green, some of the old timers, some Luke Smathers and some of those folks were talking about the fact there's just no young people much in this music. And then here come Brian Sutton, and here come a few more and a few more. And boy, we got just a plethora of really, really talented young people here in this region. They show up for Shindig on the Green. A lot of them you're going to see this weekend at the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival, and you got an opportunity to see all of them Saturday afternoon at 4 right here in the Lipinski Hall Auditorium. So come be a part of that if you possibly can. And do get some more information about it. Like I say, it's not in your program, but it is in the Mountain Express, so you'll be able to find it there. Speaking of young talent, that Ramsey family's loaded up with it, and Rhiannon knew at age 4 she wanted to play fiddle. She got her first fiddle for Christmas when she was 5, and her first 2 years of lessons were with Natalia Weinstein of Zoe and Cloyd, and at the age of 8 she began lessons with Arvel Freeman, and this year she's featured on the fiddle as a member of our house band, Stony Creek Boys, but she appears tonight with the Relics. And boy, what a band. Craig Bannerman on bass, Troy Harrison on banjo and mandolin, Scott Owenby on guitar and vocals, and of course, Rhiannon on her fiddle. Please make welcome Rhiannon and the Relics.
On that good room for a while, gotta do my time, gotta do my time, with an aching heart and a troubled mind. Hear my hammer, can't you hear my song?
Gonna swing it like John Henry all day long, long, long. Gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With an aching heart and troubled mind. It won't be long. Just a few more days, and I'll settle down and quit my rowdy ways, Lord, Lord, with a gal of mine, with a gal of mine. She's waiting for me while I've been doing time. Get Troy over here on the mandolin now. Gonna try a different tune. Woo! Oh man! Wow. Clearly, his sister's in the audience.
Oh, you're ready.
Oh, we're ready. We're going to do a tune now called Big Cabin. It's out of Madison County, Tommy Hunter, by Tommy Hunter.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm excited to tell you about the next act, because if you've been around the mountains, you know about Ralph Lewis and his great legacy here in the mountains, and his sons, the Sons of Ralph Band, and all of us have been unofficial Ralph children at some time or another. I consider myself a daughter of Ralph, but they're just a wonderful bunch of people, and you part of our community, and just great musicians. Marty and Don are really are sons of Ralph Lewis, who played in Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Boys band. They grew up hearing that and influenced by both Nashville and the regional music here in the jams. And they have some great people playing with them tonight. It started out with Marty and Ralph and Don. Of course, we lost Ralph in 2017. But I see Corey Warren over there. How are you? So, yeah. Great dancer and musician. And who else is out there? George Buckner. Yeah, well, I've been playing with George since he was a teenager, I think. It's so wonderful to see all these groups come together and play together. And Andy Preston, huh?
Yeah,
Who's a great-grandson of Bascom Lamar Lunsford. So, serious talent on stage here.
How y'all doing? Awesome.
I'm turning it over to you, Marty. Make them welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Picked up a matty call for my dog. Picked up a matty call for my dog. Went away to the woods for to catch a groundhog. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog. Comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Here comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Whistle pig grease all over her chin. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog. Kill that hog and tan his hide. Kill that hog and tan his hide. Makes the best shoestrings you ever tied. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog. Cupboard hides in the churn. Meat's in the cupboard, hides in the churn. If that ain't groundhog, I'll be darned. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog.
Thank y'all so much. Welcome to Asheville, North Carolina. Is anybody from out of town? Welcome.
Hey.
How you doing, Corey Warren?
If I was any better, there'd be two of me.
Don Lewis right here. Let's have a good hand for Don Lewis.
Bless your hearts and all your vital organs.
We have Andy Preston. Give
How about
Andy
a hand for Andy Preston?
He's Bascom Lamar Lunsford's
great grandson. Right there, that's right. Yeah, Brother Marty Lewis. There's him.
Thank
right
you
there.
so much.
Give it up for Brother Marty. Tim Fitzgerald, George Beckner. Like
We're going to get back to the music. This is one about Madison County called Madison County, written in Madison County. Cute. The sunrise peeking over the Carolina hills reminds me of my home place. I know it always will. The squirrel and the deer and the lonesome whippoorwill are the only thing that's breaking up the peaceful mountain still. And I'd like to be back in Madison County if I could, to the Big Bear Country and the virgin timberwood. Just climb up Bailey Mountain and everything you see is the closest thing to heaven as the Lord could let it be. My earliest childhood memory was a fiddle to a chin, a guitar and a banjo split the Carolina wind. The music soaring higher than the pines up in the sky. I couldn't wait till the day my dad would let me try. And I'd like to be back in Madison County if I could, to the Big Bear Country and the virgin timberwood. Just climb up on the mountain and everything you see is the closest thing to heaven as the Lord could let it be. And I'd like to be back in Madison County if I could, to the Big Bear Country and the virgin timberwood. Just climb up Bailey Mountain and everything you see is the closest thing to heaven as the Lord could let it be. It's a Marty Lewis song right there.
Good tune, Brother Marty.
We're going to do a gospel song. We want everybody to sing with us on this one. Give us I think George is going to kick this off. Thank you all for having us here, and we hope to be back next year. Crying holy unto the Lord, crying holy unto the Lord. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock,
Solid rock
where Moses stood. Well, Lord, I ain't no stranger now. Lord, I ain't no stranger now. Well, I've been introduced to the Father and the Son. Lord, I ain't no stranger now. Crying holy unto the Lord, crying holy unto the Lord. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock,
Solid rock
where Moses stood. Sinner, run and hide your face. Sinner, run and hide your face. Sinner, run to the rock and hide your face. Rock, cry out, no hiding place. Crying holy to the Lord, to the Lord. Crying holy unto the Lord. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock,
solid rock
where Moses stood. Crying holy unto the Lord, unto the Lord. Crying holy unto the Lord. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock,
solid rock
where Moses stood. Now, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock,
solid rock
where Moses stood.
Sons of Ralph. Daggone, Marty, you look good in that hat, son. You look real good in that hat. That's a Ralph Lewis hat if there's ever been one. Folks, a couple of things here. First off, someone's lost their cell phone, okay? One of you's lost your cell phone, and it is out at the raffle tent, or at the raffle table. We're not at Shindig, there's not a tent tonight, but at the raffle table where the quilt is, that's where you're going to find your phone. Speaking of that raffle, the beautiful, beautiful quilt, invite you to purchase a raffle ticket and help support the work of the Folk Heritage Committee to keep this going with the Shindig on the Green, the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. The quilt, I believe this is like the 14th year, something like that, long, long time, that this consortium has been making quilts for the Folk Heritage Committee to be raffled off during Shindig on the Green and the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. So maybe dig down there and find a couple of extra dollars as you head out tonight and purchase one of those raffle tickets. That quilt will sure look good at your home. It's absolutely beautiful, but it'll feel good this winter too. But remember, you lost your phone. It's out there at the raffle table. All right, ready for some more dancing? Got the Stony Creek boys back here behind me, ready to go. And this dance team, they're one of our best. But yet, every one of the dance teams that's going to be performing this weekend are one of our best. But they've been a part of this festival and Shindig on the Green for years. About every other event in Western North Carolina, you're going to be able to find this band or this group performing. Please make welcome to our Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. This is the Green Valley Cloggers.
Oh, that was wonderful. Well, this next act is another example of young folks who have come up through the ranks of Shindig on the Green and mountain dance and folk and learned from regional people and then even went further than that. The Chase sisters are... Lillian is like every other teenager, except she performs, competes, and wins at old time and bluegrass music festivals and released her first CD playing favorites. She has to learn to play the violin at the age of 5 and is the 6th generation of her family born in the mountains of western North Carolina. That's fun. Please welcome to the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival stage Lillian Chase on fiddle, guitar, and vocals, and then her sister Sarah Nell is on bass and vocals, is joining her for this, and we're going to let them get set up a little. Lillian, do you have your CDs out there? Yes, ma'am, I do. Oh, good. So you can remember when you pick up a CD in the lobby or buy something, you're supporting the artist and you're taking a little bit of us home with you. So please welcome the Chase sisters.
Just as pure, the sunlight just as free. And nature seems to say it's all for you and me. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains for me. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. next we're gonna play one called Undone in Sorrow. Sorry, switching tunings really fast. This one we first heard from Riley Bogus, and then we kind of adapted Crooked Still's version of it. Over yonder in the graveyard, where the wild, wild flowers grow, there they lay my own true lover. She's gone from me forevermore. Fairer than the sweetest flower, restless as the wildest way, poured in with love, deep as an ocean. This was the girl that I did win. I left her there back in the mountain, see the world riches to gain. But when I returned, no earthly treasure could ease this heart so full of pain. They saw high up on the mountain, beneath that little mound of clay, the girl that I returned to marry. So stand a mound of flowers did lay. I'll go lay you down and wonder, lay aside my earthly gain. All I am, undone in riches, undone in sorrow, I'll remain. Undone in sorrow, I'll remain. Thank you.
Lillian and Sarah Nell. Wow, the Chase sisters. Folks, it's been a great first night. This is just the first night. Want to make sure you're here tomorrow night and also Saturday night, Saturday afternoon at 4 for that special performance with youth. Come back and be with us, please. Don't forget on your way out tonight that you can purchase one of the raffle tickets on that beautiful quilt out there. Support the work of the Folk Heritage Committee and the work that they do for Shindig on the Green and the Mountain Dance and Folk Festival. But invite you to stop by there. come early tomorrow night. Visit with the artists and the dancers and everybody, and just enjoy yourself immensely, because it's about as open a group of people as you'll ever get a chance to be around. And the picking and playing is just part of the social interaction, if you will. And so do come early and enjoy the time, and we look forward to seeing you. Now, we got still more yet to come tonight. This group coming up here for you. Say Ted describes this band as a bluegrass band playing bluegrass, old-time mountain swing, country, and rockabilly on acoustic instruments throughout the Southeast for more than 35 years. Whew, I talk all the time. That's a long sentence, Ted. That's a... Oh, okay. It was read a number of years ago, right? Ted, very proud of the fact this band, as well as each individual member, is listed as a Blue Ridge Heritage Performer. Now, about everybody around here knows him as your favorite uncle, Uncle Ted White. But the rest of the band features Bill Byerly on the guitar, David Wiseman on mandolin, on banjo, Seth Reinhardt, and there's Uncle Ted, everybody's favorite uncle, on the bass. You ready over there? We're ready when you are. All right, I'm going to turn Ted and the Whitewater Bluegrass Company loose. How about it?
Thank you so much. We're delighted to be here, and this is really a tradition. I want to say something before we get started. I don't know if you really understood what the Chase sisters just did, but they bridged old-time music to bluegrass to ballad singing. And it just nearly brought me to tears, because when I was growing up, we weren't playing bluegrass or old-time. We were just learning to play music. And I'm going to tell you something. That did my old heart good to know that the heritage and the traditions are in hands as good as that. We're getting adjusted here. Our regular fiddle player, Miss Molly Barrett, is the principal violinist with the Western Piedmont Symphony, and she had to go play that. And she told us, get Rhiannon, and so we did. I know you've heard her play. Just give her a big round of applause. We're glad to have her. All right. Here's David with one called Sweet Blue-Eyed Darling.
You're my sweet blue-eyed darling, and my love belongs to you. All I ask you, my darling, to love me good and be true. They come and go, and I still love you, and I see your smiling face. Tell me, dear, that you need me, and no one's gonna take my place. My sweet blue-eyed darling, and my love belongs to you. All I ask you, my darling, to love me good and be true. Today I need an answer, and I want to hear you say you don't belong to another, but in my arms you're gonna stay. My sweet blue-eyed darling, and my love belongs to you. All I ask you, my darling, to love me good and be true. You're my sweet blue-eyed darling, to you. All I ask you, my darling, to love me good and be true. To love me good and be true.
Thank you, David. Now, this old boy down there on the end, look at him, because you can't own a banjo in this world and not be happy. Look at that boy. I mean, he's on Prozac 3 times a day before we got that banjo for him. I mean, it's people all over the world throwing out their Prozac and buying banjos. And it worked for him. We're going to turn him loose, and he's so happy about it that he's got a song for you that I think you're going to enjoy. It's called The World is Waiting for the Sun to Rise. Thank you very much. We got a young lady that's going to join us here, and well, she's going to sing right there, I think, with David. And David, I'm going to let you introduce her because
Hi, it's Miss Kathy Sheely.
these two have been making harmony for a long time. That's what they said they were doing. And well, you know me with my innocent mind, I don't even suspect nothing here. So
that's right. One called the Old Dark Holler Boys and the Kiss Seed. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't never shine than to be here alone, just knowing that you're gone. That caused me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, carry me further on down the track. Well, I'm going away, I'm leaving on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, get me further on down the track. Well, I'm going away, I'm leaving again. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. So blow your whistle, freight train, get me further on down the track. But I'm going away, I'm leaving again. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Well, I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back.
Thank you. Mighty fine picking and singing. In 1956, Robert Mitchum came to Asheville to do a movie loosely based on Junior Johnson's life. Junior Johnson, as many of y'all know, was a great granddaddy of NASCAR racing. He's from down in North Wilkesboro, but he didn't train on any sanctioned track. He got his training hauling untaxed liquor throughout western North Carolina, upper South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and Virginia, and he did it real fast. Well, this is the theme to that movie. It's called The Ballad of Thunder Road. Now let me tell a story, I can tell it all, about a mountain boy who ran illegal alcohol. His daddy made the whiskey, Sonny hauled the load. Each time his engine roared, they call that highway Thunder Road. Now sometimes into Asheville, sometimes Memphis town, the law they tried to get him, but they couldn't run him down. Each time they thought they had him, boy's engine would explode. He'd go by like they were standing still on Thunder Road. There was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. Moonshine, moonshine, quench the devil's thirst. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. On the 4th of April, 1954, federal man sent word he'd better make his run no more. Well, they had 200 agents covering the state. Whichever road he tried to take, well, they'd get him sure as fate. Now, son, his daddy told him, you better make this run your last. All filled up with 100 proof, now you're all tuned up and gassed. Don't take any chances, boy, if you can't get through. 'Cause I'd rather have you back again than all that Mountain Dew. There was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. Moonshine, moonshine, quench the devil's thirst. The law they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. Roaring out of Harlan, revving up his mill. Boys split the gap at Cumberland, then screamed by Maynardville. Had Jamie in on his tail light, had a roadblock up ahead. The mountain boy took roads that even angels feared to tread. Blazing on through Knoxville, out on Kingston Pike, right outside of Bearden where they made that fatal strike. Left the road at 90, that's all there is to say. The devil got the moonshine and the mountain boy that day. There was thunder, thunder over Thunder Road. Thunder was his engine and white lightning was his load. Moonshine, moonshine, quench the devil's thirst. Well, all they swore they'd get him, but the devil got him first. Well, they never got him, 'cause the devil got him first.
Thank you, folks.
Hello, Miss Carol. Carol Rifkin. I'm John Roten. We thank y'all so much for coming out, but we got more, don't we?
I know. This is the most fun part. Should I dance? Should I play? At the end of every show, everyone who's been in it for the most part comes out and plays together, and it's a celebration. And come back tomorrow and the next night. And don't forget about the youth program on Saturday.
4 o'clock.
The youth program at 4 to 5 on Saturday is free to the public, and these kids need an audience. So if you're not doing anything, come on out.
Go on over there. You got a bow in your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, many of our pickers from tonight's performance of the 94th Annual Mountain Dance and Folk Festival and our grand finale. Understand this number is St. Anne's Reel?
Yeah, we're going to do this. Our good buddy Arvil Freeman, you know, he was a stale, I mean, what can you say about Arvil? He was here, you know. And
Well, he gave us the gift of teaching the best fiddlers in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a fixture here, and he always loved this song, and he always played it. I think I played it with him a half a dozen times at a grand finale. So since Arvil's not here, we're going to do it and feature all these ladies playing these fiddles, one called St. Anne's Reel. Thank you, folks. Don't forget, 2 more nights. Come back and see us.
And bring somebody with you, all right? Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow evening about 6:30. Doors open up at 5:30. And again, a big thanks to the folks here at UNCA.